Welcome to America Who Died Today. Here, we remember the stars who left their mark on show business and culture. Don't forget to watch the videos till the end to catch all the interesting facts about their lives and careers, and leave your comments. We value your thoughts. Let's celebrate those who may be gone but will always remain in our hearts. Charles George Cyphers, July 28, 1939 to August 4, 2024, was an American actor whose career spanned several decades, with notable roles in the horror genre, particularly in the films of director John Carpenter. He is best known for his portrayal of Sheriff Lee Brackett in Carpenter's 1978 slasher classic Halloween, a role he later reprised in the sequels Halloween 2, 1981, and Halloween Kills, 2021. Cyphers' versatility as an actor allowed him to explore a wide variety of roles in both film and television, but it was his involvement in Carpenter's films that solidified his place in horror movie history. Cyphers was born in Niagara Falls, New York, and developed an interest in acting early on. He began his career in the 1970s, first appearing in a number of television shows and low-budget films. His early work included small, uncredited roles in films like Cool Breeze, 1972, and The Slams, 1973. However, it was his role in the 1974 film Truck Turner, where he played a minor character, that marked his first significant on-screen appearance. In 1976, Cyphers worked with John Carpenter for the first time in Assault on Precinct 13, a gritty action film that was Carpenter's breakout feature. Cyphers played Starker, a police officer who meets a tragic end when gang members overrun the precinct. This collaboration marked the beginning of a long professional relationship between Cyphers and Carpenter, one that would define much of Cyphers' career. The role that would define Cyphers' legacy in cinema came in 1978 when he portrayed Sheriff Lee Brackett in Halloween. The film, which was written and directed by John Carpenter, is considered one of the most influential horror films of all time. Cyphers played the father of one of Michael Myers' victims, a role that was central to the film's tension and mystery. As Sheriff Brackett, Cyphers brought a grounded, everyman quality to the character, which contrasted with the otherworldly menace of Michael Myers. This subtle performance made him a memorable figure in the horror genre. Following the success of Halloween, Cyphers continued his collaboration with Carpenter. In 1980, he appeared in The Fog, a supernatural horror film in which he played Dan O'Bannon, one of the residents of a coastal town that becomes haunted by vengeful spirits. The film, which starred Jamie Lee Curtis, another Halloween alum, Tom Atkins, and Nancy Kyes, was another hit for Carpenter and further solidified Cyphers' reputation as a reliable character actor in the genre. Cyphers worked with Carpenter again in Escape from New York, 1981, a dystopian action film where he portrayed the Secretary of State in a future America that had turned into a walled-off prison. This role, though brief, was another example of Cyphers' ability to fit into the worlds of Carpenter's films, where danger and intrigue were always lurking beneath the surface. In addition to his work with Carpenter, Cyphers had a diverse career in both film and television. He returned to Halloween 2, 1981, to reprise his role as Sheriff Brackett, continuing the story of Michael Myers' terrifying pursuit. Cyphers' character took on a more emotional depth in this sequel, as Brackett is shown to be grappling with the aftermath of his daughter's death at the hands of Michael Myers. This emotional arc added a layer of complexity to the character, making Brackett one of the most memorable figures in the Halloween franchise. Cyphers also appeared in a wide range of other films during the 1980s, including Death Wish 2, 1982, Honky Tonk Man, 1982, and Grizzly 2, Revenge, 1982. He also appeared in smaller roles in films like Major League, 1989, where he played Charlie Donovan, and Gleaming the Cube, 1989, a skateboarding-themed film. Although these films were not as iconic as his horror work, they showcased Cyphers' versatility and his ability to bring a distinctive presence to any role, no matter how big or small. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Cyphers continued to act in both film and television. He appeared in guest roles in popular television series such as Sliders, AR, Seinfeld, JAG, and Any Day Now. From 1996 to 1998, Cyphers played Al Yerriker on the 1990s sitcom Nick Frenno, Licensed Teacher. He also made appearances in a number of made-for-TV movies and continued to work steadily as a character actor, though his roles became less frequent as time went on. In addition to his film and television work, Cyphers was active on the stage. He performed in a variety of theatrical productions, including a notable portrayal of Juror No. 3 in 12 Angry Men. His stage work demonstrated his ability to adapt to different forms of performance, from film to live theater. Cyphers' connection to the Halloween franchise remained strong throughout his career. In 2005, he appeared in the film Dead Calling, and in 2007, he had a role in Methodic, a film that paid homage to his iconic character of Sheriff Brackett. However, it wasn't until 2021 that he would once again appear in a Halloween film. Cyphers reprised his role as Sheriff Brackett in Halloween Kills, the sequel to the 2018 Halloween film. His return to the franchise was met with great excitement by fans who had followed his career since the original film, and it was a fitting end to his involvement in the series. Cyphers' career may have been defined by his work in horror films, but his legacy stretches beyond just the Halloween franchise. His versatile talent allowed him to take on a wide variety of roles, and his commitment to his craft made him a respected figure in the entertainment industry. He was known for his professionalism and his ability to bring depth to even the smallest roles. Charles George Cyphers passed away on August 4, 2024, at the age of 85, following a brief illness. His death marked the end of a long and fruitful career in entertainment. Though his filmography was varied, it was his role as Sheriff Lee Brackett that ensured his place in the pantheon of horror movie legends. Cyphers' passing was met with an outpouring of tributes from fans and colleagues alike, many of whom fondly remembered his performances in John Carpenter's films. His contributions to the genre, and to film and television in general, will be remembered for years to come. Janet Andrewartha, September 16, 1951 to July 26, 2024, was an Australian television and theatre actress, director, and singer, widely regarded for her versatility and long-standing contributions to the entertainment industry. Her career spanned over 4 decades, and she is best remembered for her iconic roles in Australian television series, particularly as Rebecca "Reb" Keane in Prisoner and Lynn Scully in Neighbours. Despite achieving national fame through her television work, Andrewartha also had a successful career in theatre and took on numerous roles as a director and performer in a variety of productions. Born in Melbourne, Victoria, Andrewartha's early life did not suggest that she would eventually become one of Australia's leading actresses. She initially pursued a career as a high school music teacher. However, it was an unexpected turn of events that led her to the world of theatre and acting. While working as a music teacher, the principal at her school asked her to stage an end-of-year musical with her Year 10 class. At the time, Andrewartha had no experience in theatre but was eager to learn. She began studying drama part-time to prepare for the production and quickly found herself captivated by the world of acting. After a year of part-time studies, she made the life-changing decision to leave teaching and pursue acting full-time. She enrolled in the National Theatre Drama School in Melbourne, where she completed a 3-year program and graduated in 1979. Andrewartha's theatre career began shortly after her graduation. In 1981, she toured Melbourne with her one-woman show Singing in the Raid, which she performed in various venues. Her early performances were well received, and her career quickly gained momentum. By 1983, she was performing in productions such as Framework, where she played the role of Iris at the Universal Theatre in Melbourne. She continued to expand her repertoire, taking on challenging roles in productions like the Threepenny Opera, 1984, where she portrayed Polly, and Pax Americana, 1984, where she played the ideal woman. Throughout the 1980s, Andrewartha performed extensively with the Melbourne Theatre Company, MTC, and other notable Australian theatre companies. She took on both leading and supporting roles in productions like The Curse of the Werewolf, 1984, and Reservoir by Night, 1985, showcasing her range and commitment to her craft. One of her most prominent roles during this period was as Vivian Haigwood in Tom and Viv, 1986, a production with the MTC. Her portrayal earned critical acclaim, and she won the prestigious Green Room Award for Leading Actress in 1987. Andrewartha's dedication to theatre continued through the 1990s, with her work spanning a variety of genres, including classic plays, contemporary works, and new Australian productions. She played the role of Sandra in Sunday Lunch, 1991, and portrayed Amelia in Othello, 1992, with the MTC. She also worked with Playbox Theatre Company on productions such as Sex Diary of an Infidel, 1992, and A Happy and Holy Occasion, 1993, where she took on complex and emotionally challenging roles. Her theatre work in the 1990s earned her further recognition, and she continued to receive accolades for her performances. In 1997, she appeared in Jerusalem and Navigating, two highly regarded productions with the Sydney Theatre Company and Playbox Theatre Company. In addition to acting, she began directing theatre productions, further expanding her artistic range. In 1998, she directed Neon Angel, a production that was well received by audiences and critics alike. Despite her success in theatre, Andrewartha became a household name in Australia when she joined the cast of Prisoner, 1984 to 1985, a cult Australian drama series. She was cast as the rebellious biker Rebecca "Reb" Keane, a character who quickly became a fan favorite. Reb's tough exterior and strong will made her one of the most memorable characters on the show, and Andrewartha's portrayal earned her widespread recognition. After her character was written out of the series, Andrewartha returned to the show in 1985, reprising her role in a short storyline. Prisoner became a significant part of her career, cementing her place in Australian television history. In the early 1990s, Andrewartha continued to work in television, taking on roles in dramas like Embassy, 1990 to 1991, where she played Marion Stewart, the wife of an Australian ambassador. Her performance in Embassy earned her a nomination for the Australian Film Institute Award for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Television Drama, in 1991, further solidifying her standing as one of Australia's leading actresses. However, it was her role as Lynn Scully in the long-running Australian soap opera Neighbours that brought Andrewartha widespread fame. She joined the show in 1999 and portrayed Lynn, a character who became a central figure in the lives of other characters on the show. Over the course of her time on Neighbours, Andrewartha was a staple of the series, appearing in over 1,000 episodes. Her portrayal of Lynn, a warm, relatable, and often humorous character, endeared her to audiences. She became a beloved figure in Australian television, and her time on the show lasted until 2006, when she left to pursue other projects. Despite leaving Neighbours, Andrewartha returned to the show several times in the years that followed. She appeared as a guest in 2008, 2009, and remained on the show for another 2 years. In 2011, she decided to leave once again to focus on other acting opportunities, though she later reprised her role in guest appearances in 2016, 2017, and 2019. Andrewartha's career was not limited to television and theatre. She also took on roles in film, including Ground Zero, 1987, and Stick-to-Itiveness, 1995, as well as television miniseries such as Moby Dick, 1998, and 7 Types of Ambiguity, 2017. Her last television role was in the 2024 thriller Fake, where she portrayed Kath Tovey. Her performance in Fake marked the end of a long and successful acting career. Beyond her acting work, Andrewartha also devoted time to other passions in her life, including directing and taking a brief hiatus in 2007 to care for her mother, who was ill. During this period, she also helped her daughter with her education, demonstrating her commitment to family. After her mother's death in 2008, Andrewartha returned to acting and continued to pursue new opportunities. Janet Andrewartha passed away peacefully in her sleep on July 26, 2024, at the age of 72, just 3 months after being diagnosed with cancer. Her death came as a great shock to her family, friends, colleagues, and fans, and tributes poured in from around the world. Co-stars from Neighbours, including Jackie Woodburn and Stephen Dennis, expressed their grief and admiration for her as both an actress and a friend. Woodburn described her as one of the finest actors of a generation, and Dennis, deeply saddened by the loss, described her as an exceptional actress and a pleasure to work with. Andrewartha's death marked the end of an era in Australian television, but her legacy lives on through her extensive body of work, which continues to inspire new generations of actors and viewers. Her remarkable contributions to theatre and television, her versatility in taking on a wide range of roles, and her warm personality made her a cherished figure in the Australian entertainment industry. Angelina Jolie, born on June 4, 1975, in Los Angeles, California, is an actress, filmmaker, and humanitarian whose career has spanned more than 2 decades. She is known for her powerful performances on screen as well as her influential work as an activist. Over the years, Jolie has garnered international acclaim for her acting talent, her diverse roles, and her unwavering commitment to humanitarian causes. Jolie was born into a family of actors. Her father is actor John Voight, and her mother, Markellen Bertrand, was also an actress and producer. Her parents' separation when Jolie was just a child deeply affected her, and she later admitted that the instability of her childhood led her to feel a sense of alienation. Despite her personal struggles, Jolie showed an early interest in acting and pursued it through her teenage years. She studied at the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute and appeared in several student films before landing her first notable role in Hackers, 1995. Though the film didn't make a huge impact at the box office, it developed a cult following, and Jolie's performance was recognized for its edginess and intensity. Her career began to take off in the late 1990s, particularly with her role in Gia, 1998, a biographical film about the life of supermodel Gia Karangi. Jolie's portrayal of the tragic figure won her a Golden Globe Award and set the stage for what would be a meteoric rise in Hollywood. She further solidified her place in the industry with Girl, Interrupted, 1999, a film in which she played Lisa Rowe, a troubled young woman with a borderline personality disorder. Her performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her one of the youngest actors to win the prestigious honor. Jolie's ability to dive into complex, dark roles and bring out emotional depth in her characters quickly established her as one of the most talented actresses of her generation. By the early 2000s, Jolie was not only a highly sought-after actress, but also a global star. Her role as the adventurous and fearless video game heroine, Lara Croft, in Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 2001, was a defining moment in her career. The film was a commercial success, and Jolie's performance as the iconic character made her a household name. She continued to be a leading lady in Hollywood, starring in films like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, where she starred opposite Brad Pitt, her future husband. The chemistry between the two in the film sparked widespread media attention and, soon after, they became one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples, known as Brangelina. Jolie's film career continued to thrive in the 2000s with a variety of roles. She starred in films such as A Mighty Heart, 2007, where she portrayed the wife of journalist Daniel Pearl, and Wanted, 2008, an action film in which she played a skilled assassin. Throughout her acting career, Jolie has been celebrated for her willingness to take on roles that challenge conventional beauty standards and portray complex, often morally ambiguous characters. Her versatility as an actress, combined with her dedication to her craft, has earned her critical acclaim, and she has amassed numerous awards and nominations. However, Jolie's influence extends far beyond acting. In addition to her successful film career, she is an outspoken advocate for human rights and has become one of the most prominent figures in the world of international humanitarian work. In 2001, she began her involvement with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, as a Goodwill Ambassador, and her work with the organization grew significantly in the following years. Jolie visited conflict zones and refugee camps around the world, including in Cambodia, Sudan, and Iraq, where she witnessed the devastating impact of war and displacement on vulnerable populations. In 2012, she was appointed as a special envoy to the UNHCR, a position that allowed her to further advocate for refugees and displaced persons at the highest levels of government. Her work as a humanitarian has been recognized globally, and in 2013, she received the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award at the Academy Awards for her efforts to promote human rights and bring attention to global crises. Her dedication to causes such as education, gender equality, and the prevention of sexual violence in conflict zones has made her one of the most influential activists in the world. Throughout her life, Jolie has faced intense media scrutiny, particularly regarding her personal relationships. Her high-profile marriage to Brad Pitt, as well as their subsequent separation in 2016, was widely covered by the press. Despite the public nature of her personal life, Jolie has remained focused on her work as both an actress and an activist. She has consistently used her platform to raise awareness about issues such as poverty, the plight of refugees, and the importance of protecting human rights. Jolie's personal life has also been marked by her role as a mother. She and Brad Pitt share 6 children, 3 of whom were adopted from orphanages in Cambodia, Ethiopia, and Vietnam. In addition to her biological children, Jolie has long advocated for adoption, believing that every child deserves a loving home. In interviews, she has spoken about how motherhood has profoundly changed her life, bringing both challenges and immense joy. Jolie has worked hard to ensure that her children have a grounded and fulfilling upbringing despite the pressures of being in the public eye. She has also been vocal about her decision to undergo preventive surgeries after discovering she carried the BRCA1 gene, which significantly increased her risk of breast and ovarian cancer. In 2013, she publicly shared her decision to have a preventive double mastectomy, and later a preventive oophorectomy, in an effort to raise awareness about genetic testing and the importance of taking proactive steps to reduce the risk of cancer. As a director, Jolie has continued to build her legacy in Hollywood. In 2011, she made her directorial debut with In the Land of Blood and Honey, a film set during the Bosnian War that explores the complex and devastating consequences of ethnic conflict. The film, which was written and directed by Jolie, was praised for its bold exploration of human rights violations during the war, and it was nominated for a Golden Globe Award. Jolie's later directorial projects, including Unbroken, 2014, the story of Olympic athlete Louis Zamperini, and First They Killed My Father, 2017, a film about the Cambodian genocide, have further cemented her reputation as a filmmaker with a deep sense of purpose and a desire to tell important, often difficult stories. Through her acting, directing, and humanitarian work, Angelina Jolie has proven that she is more than just a Hollywood star. She has used her fame and influence to shine a spotlight on some of the world's most pressing issues, and she has worked tirelessly to make a difference. Jolie's story is one of resilience, compassion, and a deep commitment to using her platform for good. Whether it's through her films, her activism, or her role as a mother, she continues to inspire people around the world with her courage and her unwavering desire to create a better world for future generations. Thank you for watching this video. May the memory of these outstanding people continue to inspire us all. We cannot change the course of time, but we can keep in mind their contribution and significance. If this video has affected you or you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let's continue to share their stories and keep the memory of them together. See you soon, and remember that those we love never leave without a trace.